the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. I'm Stephanie, and I'm so honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. Like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca encounter will help you gain a better understanding of these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage. Are a natural wonder, and Ulises is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for catching a quick breath right at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like their eyes are in that giant white patch, but that's a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located in the black area in front of the white patch, camouflaged from their prey. The fin on the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, and it helps stabilize orcas when they are swimming. Dorsal fins lack a skeletal structure, which is why you might see some of them with a curve or a bend to them. The flippers on the sides of their bodies are called pectoral flippers, which are mainly used for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside them, just like the human hand. The The lobes at the end of the tail are called flukes. Tail flukes are a killer whale's engine, propelling them close to 30 miles per hour, as fast as our speedboats. And they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. They use pectoral slaps to show their dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother might use a pec slap to gain her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they preach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Slaps are another form of communication that the killer whale uses in the wild. Communicators, so feel surprised they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Antarctic orcas will create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. Our whales are demonstrating this same wave-making technique, showing you some of the many impressive hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Now you've seen these waves crashing in front of you, but you really can't imagine how much water is actually displaced until you experience it for yourself. And tonight we have two very brave volunteers who are going to come down and feel the power of the waves made by the whales. Are you guys ready? All right, come on down. You got ponchos, you look ready. Have a seat right over here on the blue box for me. Perfect. Looks like you already got wet, so you know what to expect. Have your backs touch the back of the glass. There you go, and if you want to hold on, we've got a handle right here. All right, you guys look set. The whales are on their way. You stay there. Here it comes. That was pretty powerful. You did an awesome job. Come on, guys. You can go back to your seats. You did great. Now, because killer whales live in every part of the ocean, it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale you're about to see on the screen is the largest animal in the world. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than the orca. So how do killer whales this size eat a whale that size in the wild? It's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend lots of time interacting and showing their playful side in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a whale swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. You'll see them doing this when catching the ride in the wake of a boat or when surfing in a wave.
touch and will rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We see our whales doing it here just like whales in British Columbia would. You'll even see whales imitating each other in the wild. We see here at SeaWorld all the time. Our whales are always mimicking and learning from each other. Playful behavior has its purpose. For example, a tail whip is a hunting technique used to stun fish. But tonight, I think these whales might just be stunning all of you. Every single day, which allows us to share trusted relationships and provide optimal health care, research, and quality of life. All of our whales take an active role in their own health and well-being. You can see our whales lining up at the surface of the water. They'll present their tail flukes to their behaviorists, which allows our veterinarians to come down and get a blood sample from our whales so we can monitor their overall health. We weigh our whales every single week, and you can see Orkid in the video demonstrating that behavior as she slides up onto a scale. We want to make sure our younger whales are growing at a proper rate and that our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight. And we can even get a breath sample from their blowholes. Now, none of these behaviors would be possible without the trusted relationships we built with them each and every day right here at SeaWorld. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to this amazing whale right here. This is Orkid. She was the first killer whale born here at SeaWorld San Diego in 1988. And she's definitely one of our smartest whales who can learn new behaviors just like that. But she does also enjoy playing with her trainers as well. And she continues to inspire not only you guys, but us as well each and every day. We challenge our whales to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
For these incredible animals. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye, everybody.